like I see the God thing, and obviously people stalking me, calling me God, see that too, right? And then, okay, so we have like, I wanted like five things in my life. Well, the gluttonous things on this earth do hundreds of things they want a day. And, like each time, each decade, I have a new thing I want, and it's like, nah, can't do that. Can't even die to escape them. And, so wait a minute, like being forced like not to do like normal things, like be a super genius scientist, do something with all those A++s I got in school, and then I have to become this ultimate mind control, uh, you know, controller of the weather and volcanoes and stuff like that. Like that's actually cool. That was actually my first very wish, but then the deceivers put out a whole bunch of stuff saying magic ain't real. Well, at the same time, how did the deceivers teleport and do all that? I don't think they're teleporting. I think people just appear when I have thoughts. I think that's really just like the material goods. Like they're teleporting material goods when I turn around. And like I'm like, hey, make it appear behind my back, and you just teleport it there. Probably not. It's probably just a game, right? And but why? Why would like they be like set up things to force me out of a pass? Like who would want to go to school, right? Like I mean, I slept through school and got awards from the president for that, and um, that's pretty much summary of it. And then like there was even people like they kind of forced me out of school, like just like in real life, just like in my personal life. There's people who like try to force me not to do anything of value, mundane things, and they some of these people are real scared now that they realize like they're doing like I try to point out to people like, hey, you're doing exactly what I'm saying. Like the crackhead over here the other day, I step outside the store and he talks to me, and I'm like, he's like starting stuff. I'm like, I'm God, and I just had the only reason you're even here is because I just had a thought that someone is going to be outside and try, some crackhead is going to be outside and try to run me over and stuff. Uh, I really think that's the only reason you exist right now. And he's like, it's like, okay, dude. So I got him on camera just in case, we had another Joey Kloss incident where God sends his angels to take someone to hell like a foot away from me, and then I get blamed for it. It's like so is the whole reason my whole life's like derailed differently, like extremely. I'm not even allowed to do normal work, am I? Like when I have done work, who's it been for? Rebuilding Masonic temples, working with Jeffrey Epstein's people. I mean, literally, like imagine a person who only does so much normal people work. Like I literally only worked like one or two normal jobs. Everything else is some rebuilding Masonic temples, working with Jeffrey Epstein's people bigger than Jeffrey Epstein. That's what Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, technically, he had the most valuable information in the world, but that makes him the king of the world. But yeah, I mean, the other people run a lot more. He just runs the most important lever in the world to control everyone. And so what is the point? Like it's just like little interjections. Is it like forced storyline? Am I supposed to see these people as vicious? I mean, I can tell they're like, they're empty. Like, if I see someone long enough, like I know who they are. And I used to know who people were right away, and I always give people like the benefit of the doubt. And then I went to the real world, and I was like, oh, you guys are telling me psychology because other people actually are programmed by that stuff, huh? That's like the computer code, isn't it? And so, what's the point, like, of the hateful people, especially like when the people like are acting weird and then calling me God? And it's like, wait, like, wouldn't you like be a little more respectful to God if you really thought that, why the hell? Like, go ahead. Like, hate God. I'll join the parade. Go outside and have a little parade. Kill God. Get rid of God. Because if that's me, like, hey, blah, blah, hand you the shotgun. I put people's guns to my head. What do you hand you the shotgun? Bring your own shotgun, bro. I'll give you $5 for the shells. I'll give you $700. You replace all the shells you want. What am I supposed to see this as, and where am I supposed to take it in specific? And I don't know if I can simply just like do things all nice and peacefully because I ran the presidential thing and then I got blocked and they're like, oh, we're doing this because you're God and we don't, and no one needs to know who you are. And like I understand the repercussions of people thinking I'm God and maybe not liking decisions upon this planet. But hell, most of the time, you know, I mean, explaining to people things probably could help. Like, I didn't, first of all, I didn't know everything. And second of all, it's not always a decision. A lot of times it's just like a blip, it's like an emotion. And then it creates like a whole scenario. It's just a thought. And then that scenario can, you know, avalanche into some real things like oh, okay, so but I'm sure I didn't wake up one day and I'm like, you know, like my first half second I'm like, you know, you got to mutilate me as a child because in the future I'm going to need that ammunition to come at you with that you are a very sick cult. And I'm really down and I woke up and did that, right? And then other things like a lot of these things I don't specifically remember. I don't know. When I was making my art in school, and they sent the person to tell me not to do that. That's like, yeah, I don't think so. But you know, that was like a good move because I got expelled from school after that. And no more school. But then they tried to pass laws. They do all this stuff because of me, and I noticed on a low level the world was changing because of me and stuff, like early on. But I was just like, yeah, well, that's of course what they're going to do. You know, like of course they're going to start installing cameras on the bus I'm on and stuff. It's like Freddie, we're literally on the Mad Max bus, and me and my friends and other people they threw on that bus. There's only like 6 people who weren't from the future in the Mad Max era and stuff. And it's like, I don't even think the bus driver was scared. I think the bus driver probably thought it was cool that we are the kings of the road and stuff. But, and then everyone thought I was a fake camera too. But right when they expelled me, or right before, they started passing laws saying I had to go to school. And it's like, oh, why are you forcing me to school and then like railroading me? Like, what's up with that? What's up with what's up with the different things here? You force me to go to school. You want to force me to you do force me to go to school. Like when I'm this big, I can't, like, well, I could have. I didn't know I was so strong and able, and I should have ran away when I was a toddler. But, you know, you can force me to go to school. And then I decided, you know, it's better. I go bang my head against the wall. I'll probably advance further in life if I do that. Probably get smarter if I do that than sit around here and do nothing. And then they passed laws saying you had to go to school, and it's like, ooh, a law, ooh, I'm scared now. Let me pack my bags and get ready. That way I can walk home 4 hours and stuff, because I love that. That's not a waste of life, walking through like a whole bunch of crazy places to get back to the craziest place in the city. And then they put that little stunt, which obviously got me expelled because you don't tell me I can't make the most beautiful artwork in the class and stuff, you know, like, and then there are people going and make millions and billions, trillions off my type of art and stuff. And it's like, oh boy, let's link it all together here. But why is that? Why do they send little things here to like try to force me out of society and stuff like that? And I understand, like, at the end of the day, it's grateful, but do they understand, like, they're being set up as really negative, evil people And then some still call me God when they do that. It's like, what is wrong?